So, part two. So, more to the story of the situation is that these people went out their way to put out a false narrative. Okay. These people are already under investigation in this community. When I took the time out to expose the ones that was coming up against me, um, there have not been um, any issues since I exposed these people. Everybody that you've seen that I exposed, they've moved out of this area. Okay, the units are available. Okay, they have people coming in and looking at these units. Okay, to really basically kind of keep, because people are hiring family members to come in and organize crime at the chosen ones. As some of us, not everybody, but me personally, since that video that I made about these people up here coming up in this unit or whatever, causing conflict, projecting spell work, and I have showed every proof and evidence about these people. And I don't know what happened with the other guy. I didn't even know this guy had moved out. That lived right next door to me. But it seemed to me like this person, honestly, I hate to say it, but I feel like this person kind of knew, like, what was transpired was going on. They kind of probably could have kind of like heard or felt like things wasn't right, and they had their own life, okay, and they didn't want to be a part of what was going on. Even with the situation with the people upstairs, they lied on me. They lied on me. They had a whole woman living up. They said that was living there, and she called and reported me. And this lady rolled me up for it. Rolled me up, and I gave her the video footage. That I didn't say nothing to this man. This man literally standing there cussing me out, and he didn't live there. It was people in the home going in and out. It was like an open home. That people, everybody was walking in there doing spell work on me. Projecting, trying to find a way to hack my phone. It's like whatever information they got in this unit, which could be some type of military equipment, these people are able to look into my account, listen to my phone calls, listen to my text message. They all come out. Everybody alert one another. Even when I leave, y'all, the other day I went to the store, they had all these Mexicans around me, coming out while I'm shopping, and these people coming at me, and the whole Walmart was on alert. Yeah, like, watch out for this person. Look at this person. Pay attention to her. Like this, then the third. And I was like, you know what? Let me make this, public announcement, because what we feel like a person is our power, and these people working and operating out of fear. Not knowing that you are already being surveillantly watched by the government. I don't know about everyone, but I'm going to say, and I'm going to make this announcement. I know for a fact I'm being watched by the government. Because I actually heard people actually go to the authorities and say things like, I was at a nail shop, and I want to say this early in my message, but I didn't. I was at a nail shop, and it was just opening, but I don't know if I didn't have a car. I walked down there to get my phone or purchase a phone, and I'm in the store, in the nail shop, and I was like, I think I might want to get my nails done while I wait. I don't know. I was debating. And as I sat there, the lady was in the store, in the nail shop, and I don't know if she was praying on me. I'm just going to put the truth out there. This lady was praying on me. Iranian lady. I don't know if she just didn't like the fact that I was you could tell, you could see me. Okay. And she was offended by me. And I went in the store next door to get my phone set, and it was like all kind of chaos, and she just, I just happened. Like, he said, oh, I can't help you with your phone. He didn't even want to give me service. And they were all Chinese and over foreign people coming here at the phone companies. And if you notice, every phone company except like Metro PCS, what else? Metro PCS, T-Mobile, like the little corner stores, I mean, not corner stores, but the little phone services. These are all expanding and reigning people that own these phone services. You ever notice that? Stay awakened. But when you go to like, let me see, Spectrum, not Spectrum, Sprint, who else? The big T-Mobile stores, like the expensive stores to purchase these phones, they're not in there. Let me see, who else I could call out and say, AT&T. It's another phone company. They're trying to say Cricket is Cricket. Okay? Cricket will sell your information, sell your phone calls in a minute. They tell you that on the phone. How stupid to advise me to say something about Cricket. I'm gonna laugh at you. But it's just the fact of these people trying to figure out our movements. Trying to figure out where they can come in and try to, that people could be advising you, oh, you need to get a new phone, or you need to do this, or you need to do that. So they can take tabs where they can still try to tap in, where they can still try to take control, where they can still try to have access somewhere. I'm telling you, some of these people don't even know what's supposed to happen. But it's just for them to redirect you. You could be working on projects. You could be focusing on, getting your life together. And these people want your information from you about what you got going on or what you're doing in your life. So I'm going to pull some cards, okay? I'm going to do some tarot tonight with you all to see what's going on with these folks. It's fits to hit the fan for these people. It's hitting the fan. Because I need you to see and observe the way these motherfuckers acting. They're acting like, how would I say this? Like hooligans. They're acting like wild hooligans. And I say this because I saw everybody in my face getting in position. Everybody got in position right in my face. I had my window up. I was looking. I was observing. I'm not about to sit there and just stare at the window and look outside. I ain't got time for that shit. But I will watch, and some of them are letting it be known. So, all I gotta say is, don't start no shit, and you won't have to end in shit. Because that's what it's looking like. People start in shit and end up in shit. So let's see what the divine has to say about this nonsense. Because it's nonsense because you're somewhere else. You're on a whole different timeline. Somebody's trying to keep you stuck on the timeline with them and you've already done made it out, okay? It's because of the community that you're in, okay? It's the community, but it's information being given to you in the community. It's justice being served for you in the community, okay? And people could be, doing the most, putting out the narratives, speaking against you because people are now being caught up because you're moving forward. So they're going to say things like, oh, kick her out. Oh, move her out. Like, how would I say this? It's like, how would I say this? It's like a word of abusive words, meaning putting out a false narrative and trying to make something fit for them. Okay, because you got justice. It's like somebody back behind the scenes watching things play out for you, and you ain't even scored yet. You ain't even received your harvest, and people are already preparing hurt behind you getting blessed because they know when one door opens, the doors are going to keep opening. The blessing is going to keep evolving. Okay, and how would I say this? There's information that someone has try to close a door up on in the spiritual realm. And the doors are falling. They are. The doors are falling. So what's falling? I'm going to tell you, it's about some money. It's about money in the house. That's owed to you. That was left for you as a child. And they're showing me my cousin Kamitra. All my cousins, the ones that didn't have anything as them coming up as kids. Excuse me. As teenagers. Okay, they're showing me that they're the thieves. Okay? They're the ones that's stealing shit, and they're the ones that's convincing the family to support them in what's going on and transpiring, because they the ones living off your energy. They're the ones trying to live off your energy. They're the ones that's trying to harvest from you, hoping that your kids go against you, hoping that the family can keep your kids at a distance from you, but not really at a distance, but to keep things going. Okay, yeah, the Queen of Wands, so there could be a dark witch in your family. Yeah, this person wants to try to reconcile or come back around or come towards you. They could be trying to tell your kids, like, mama, just because they did this and that. Like, somebody's really trying to convince your child that the family is not what it is. And you just gonna, I was hearing, like, you're gonna have to sit your child down and talk to your child. Okay, it's a lot of things that your child may not understand, or this could be information that your child know about, okay, that's coming out, or this child could be aware of, but you're gonna have to awaken your child. You got the gifts and the talent to awaken up your child consciousness. You got the gifts. You got the power to do this. And people are in the background. They see it. They know the Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Okay? They know you're gonna wake that child's soul. They know that they can't touch you. Okay? It might be a emotional conversation, because when I was seeing my son, talking to my son, when he first came home, y'all, I didn't have anywhere to go. My son had ran away from foster care, and his words was, Mom, I couldn't sleep in that place. He said the kids was hollering all during the night. He said, he was like, I couldn't do it. It was like it's like they put him somewhere where, like it was a very troubled child, and my child not a troubled child. I feel like they did me like they did my child. They put my child in a nut place, and they didn't even tell me, a lockdown facility, they didn't even tell me. When I went to go see my son, my children, my last visit, I'm going to tell you what happened. That woman didn't even tell me where my son was at. She didn't even tell me my son wasn't going to be there. She didn't tell me a damn thing. My kids had to tell me where their brothers was and what was going on. And I still had to sit in there in that visit with a smile on my face and enjoy the visit with my other children. And then they put my child out as a missing person, because he ran away, because they knew they wasn't doing their job. They're letting my family members control the situation, abusing my children in the system. How I end up finding out, I got an auntie that's a foster parent. And they helped none of us, not even me, to get my own kids back. And it's sad to say that, but I've asked for help so many times. And when people can turn their back and then actually speak out and say, well, Erica, we got to follow the rules. I hate to say this, but they really made it seem like as though, like, just because we were family members, I would break the rules. I wouldn't stand by the rules of the system, or how to be a mother to my kids or do things to my kids. Like, they were like, oh, well, you're not going to be able to call this, that, third. And they're like, oh, we don't want you to feel like we're taking your kids away from you. But more of the story was, if they was to get the kids, that's what they probably would have done. They have to tell us this. This is a spiritual truth. And to come to find out, the ones that they did help was the ones that was against me. All the shit gotta make sense. They gotta reveal whose side they own in these type of situations. And then they don't choose you, you gotta walk away. Because, baby, one thing about it, and two things for sure, I'm not about to beg for nobody to do nothing for me. Not me. I don't give a damn what nobody got to say about me. You can call me crazy, cuckoo, delusional, but you're going to have a powerful tower moment when it's done. You're going to have a powerful realization when it's all said and done. I don't care. You can send Wan Wan, Boo Shiki, Shay Shay, Don Don. You can send Boo Hookie. Whoever the fuck you want to send. They ain't stronger than the divine. They ain't got nothing on the divine. And that's why people get mad, because the power and the knowledge that we have as chosen ones. And it's like, well, if you don't stop sending people to do spell work, maybe we want to see. Maybe if you get the fuck out of our way, maybe we could go on about our lives. But instead, you want to draw attention. You want to act out like a child because we're in a new beginning. It's like, okay, we're going to settle you down. We're going to settle you down. We're going to humble your ass. Okay? Because that's what's happening. We got to humble y'all. Y'all out here acting reckless. It don't make no sense. So you act like a child, you're going to get a grown-ass high priestess to check you like a motherfucking child until you know your goddamn place. You're not just going to come over here and just bully on somebody because you want to, because you need some money or you need some energy. You lost your goddamn mind. Get your ass in your motherfucking position and find something better to do instead of just attacking innocent souls. That's crazy. And then everybody to be a part of it, everybody jumping on it. It's like, how would I say this? It's like, how would I say this, y'all? It's like, if you don't sit your dumb ass down, your dumb bum asses, you empty ass vessels, I'm gonna make you feel me tonight. You need to be checked in your motherfucking places. Cause that shit yesterday was ridiculous. It was fucking ridiculous. It was stupid and petty. It was childish. That shit that my children probably would have went done. And you call that an organized crime. You sound like a hard child. A child that been hurt and damaged. That's what it given. Knowing that a motherfucker, and then I'm looking at my undies, they done stole damn near all my drawers. Y'all, I got 10 pair of fucking drawers. Maybe 4-5 pairs of fucking socks. 3 bath towels. I'm barely making it. And all you motherfuckers can do is just keep taking it out of my house. I'm like, it's not like you taking a silky ass drawers. You taking big granny drawers. Doing spell work, trying to harvest somebody's sexual energy. Like, y'all sick. I hope you rot in hell. I hope you rot in hell. You ain't got shit. You burning. Your soul is on fire. And your next step, I'm going to cast you to the lake of fire where you belong. And any other soul walk in my house, you're going to walk out with a demon. You're going to walk out with a demon. And I pray that my ancestors hunt your ass for coming in, trespassing, and taking shit out of my house. Because I gave you no consent to trespass my property. So the next time you walk your ass in here, know you walked out with a spirit. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about none of that talking too much and shit. Fuck that shit. That shit is irrelevant, childish. Shut the fuck up and listen. Stand in the center of a fucking attention. That's what you do. Worry about them souls that you're snatching, them children that you're taking up out of here. Because that's what's about to come out next. Yeah, we ain't done with y'all asses. We just getting started. Yeah, we're gonna get y'all out the way. Okay? Because y'all, you ain't gonna be bigger than here. Not with me. Okay? You met your match. You met your match. How you doing? How you doing? I'm gonna make you break that ego. I'm gonna make you sit your ass down, leave me alone. Oh yeah, I'm gonna expose you. Sure is. Oh yeah. You want the attention? I'm about to give it to you. But I'm gonna hurt your feelings. Because I'm not here to make nobody comfortable with me. Not at fucking all. So, like I said, your ass come in my house again, you gonna walk out with a demon. You take my drawers, your ass gonna be cursed. You take anything out of my home, anything, you gonna curse your motherfucking self. And I said that. Now walk your grown ass back up in here and take something up out of here again. And I'm barely fucking making it. I ain't got hardly nothing in that goddamn closet. Take something again. I dare you to come up in here and touch it. I dare you to. I'm tired of the disrespect. I'm tired of them violating me and making it seem like I'm an issue and the authority come here like as let's say I'm the problem. But really they see beyond the vessel. They know that the people are in my energy. They know that they're watching them. So the expression that they're giving, it ain't to me, but they project it in my energy like it's for me. See what I'm saying? And if you're not psychic, if you don't have psychic abilities or psychic knowledge, you won't even see or understand. But I knew that man didn't mean me no harm about what the fuck. They know that they could be doing better. They got a whole nother business call or something else that they could be focusing on besides coming here about somebody drawers and clothes missing out their fucking house. You could have been out there looking for and hunting for this child that's missing. They want to tell me they watching my kids. Bitch, keep watching. Keep watching. Keep watching. Because some shit is the end for y'all. Abruptly. We got ending. First card coming out. With the skeleton head. No eyes. No tongue. No ears. God will strip you up out of here. Keep playing with these kids. Keep attacking these children. Keep coming for the chosen one. See, one thing about me, I'm a different breed. I'm not no devil helper. I'm a completion. And I'm going to be here to complete your ass. You can take it how you want. But I really don't give a damn. I don't. Y'all done fucked around and made lies and false reports about me being a mother to my kids. And I see these people out here, they don't take care, everybody ain't taking care of their responsibilities. And it's no shade, but don't be coming out here trying to make a person look bad or feel bad about trying to be a parent and try to get in their fucking way. Bitch, I call CPS on you hoes. I'm dead ass serious. Y'all bitches made all them fucking false reports on me and got all my kids taken and lied. Play with me if y'all want to. I will put fire to y'all ass. And don't have a soul about it. And do just like y'all do. Come out and dare you to say something. Because I'm not going to be friendly about it. My kid's grown now. I took too much. I took too much. And for you to try to come over here and playing with me in my space and doing all this witchcraft and devilish shit and didn't think you gonna ease up out the unit and go back home and be sleeping good and be, oh, well, I did the record. Yeah, okay, I got you. I got you. I'll best believe I do. We got spiritual worker. You go within, you got to have visions. Okay? You will have visions to the point where everything that's transpired around you or the future or what's transpiring about these children is about to be exposed. You're about to be a spiritual witness to a kidnapping or to a plot to a kidnapping because they try to kidnap yours. We about to expose the whole sex ring. About to expose the whole mobia, false mobs, because they're not real mobs, because the real mobs don't organize like that. They don't just attacking that one person and just keep fucking with the same person just because this is a fake ass mob. This is not no real mob. Okay? They're not in the high positions. Okay? They might be dealing with higher ups, but the higher ups even casting them out. We got mind power. Okay? So someone's putting out a false narratives using mind power control. And they are. They're trying to control a situation. And they're putting out a false narrative. But I'm not here to play with nobody. Okay? So you're going to spark up something that you don't want. Okay? You're going to lead your ass to a hole of fire. Yeah. Honeysuckle. Yeah, the whole sex occult is under investigation. The money laundering and all that is under investigation. Yeah, I told y'all leave me alone. Now stay your ass right there. Don't move. Don't move. Yeah, I just seen it leave out. Don't leave. Let me tap that energy. Y'all think y'all bad. You think you God, huh? All right. Stay your ass right there. I'm going to channel your ass all the way to the motherfucking bad BGB back. Okay? So, with ending, it says it's time to say goodbye. Okay? And it says you're a spiritual worker. Lead with your mind, with mind power. Okay? So, a lot of us are being awakened to our higher consciousness. Okay? We're on a higher timeline, but somebody's trying to pull us down from the timeline that we own. But it's like we're still in the timeline where we're supposed to be at, but while we standing or while we pavilling ourselves in these timelines, we're reaching the situation where they try to cover up. Okay, so whatever somebody's trying to hold from you, whether that's inheritance, whether that is blessings, whether that is change, whether that's renewals, whether that's miracles, it's open while you standing there, you at this high level of consciousness, and you enter into your new beginning. You're being shown that you're in the clear and that you're good, right? And it's like, okay, well, I see this, and it's like, okay, we're gonna pull you down a notch to see what we're at. And it's the same cycle, a repeated cycle. Okay? And you are not going down a notch. You're seeing the energy that they're pulling you down to the same cycles. Okay? Now you are seeing it and it's being revealed to you. So you keep ascending. You're sending, once they try to pull you down, it's like, okay, I'm gonna send her another notch. And it could be about your gifts, your powers, your intelligence. Something is being revealed to you about your gifts and what they're trying to hide from you, or about trying to pull you down a notch. So now you are tapped into the elements of people breaking spiritual laws and organized crimes. And they call themselves Freemasons. They call themselves Eastern Stars. And it's no, how would I say this? It's nothing organized about being an Eastern Star or a Free Star Mason. These are knockoffs. Because the real, genuine Eastern Star Masons will never do something like that to a chosen ones, to a light spiritual being. And I'm gonna tell you something, the real ones get the rule books every month. They get text messages and emails every month to what they want to change. You're fucking with knockoffs. You're around weak souls. You're around people that everybody's trying to harvest from you. Everybody. That's sick as fuck. That's some sick shit. It is. It's some sick shit. When you're evolving and everybody come around and trying to harvest. I saw all those people coming out. And they was all setting shop. It was like they put paper here. They put paper there. It's like, baby, you ain't tired. Y'all come all the way to the United States to come set shop in a community, to antagonate people, to sacrifice people. Y'all supposed to get the fuck up out of here. Y'all supposed to go back where y'all was. You can take that shit back to Mexico. Y'all not being respected here and being honored in position to take from the chosens. And if the collectives ain't said nothing yet, I'm gonna speak on it. I'm not scared of y'all. Y'all done did enough damage to me. I'm not about to sit here and let nobody bully me or antagonate me, trying to use power, mind of control, because you know there's other people in the energies. When we up here minding our business, we're in our fucking lane, and you feel like, oh, okay, well, I can come and throw magic. I can come and throw a spell work at you, and I can harvest, and I can go on and do this. No, it's an ending, eruptive ending. Be mindful. Be very fucking mindful what's going on. It ain't hot for a reason. Hell's hitting earth. It's being shown. A lot of people not gonna be able to come out. A lot of people gonna go underground. That's when you're gonna see the crimes stop, and the highest sin of people gonna bring love and light on the earth. Because a lot of people that can't, how would I say this? A lot of people right now cannot withstand the heat to come out and do these organized crimes. Yeah. Their skin are being affected. How would I say this? It's, say for instance, they're reptilians. And the poison that they're putting on the food are bringing health to people, right? And it's like they said a couple of months ago about the worms in the stomach. You can't eat fresh fruits and this, that, and the third because it's bringing worms to people, but they pouring chemicals on the food. They spraying chemicals on the food for reptilians to be evolving and to coat their skin. Think about it. When white people come outside, they get skin burnt. Not only that, but certain chemicals that they have to out to do landscaping or pour out in their yards, that affects them, and their face start to peel off and the real them start to prevail. So they can't be around certain chemicals. But think about it. The shit that don't affect them or affect them, they put out to people in the communities to control them, because why? It don't affect them. It's only certain chemicals that affect them. Some certain chemicals help them to become more how would I say this? To become more of empowered, become more encouraged, to become more in balance to what's going on. Like they say, they have control. And this is what it is, mind power. And it's being exposed. And a lot of us that's ascending to a higher conscious, we're catching it. We're catching it right where it need to be at. Because they're tagging that, they're it's like, hey, wait, whoa, oh, I'm over here. But you're sitting still. You're looking down, you're contemplating on something else, but the energy is like, hey, ooh, like monkeys, like wild animals. That's how the energy is. And it's like, hey, I'm over here. I'm right here. You see me? And then they look up. The energy head yelling. The soul is at fire. The soul is at rage. But they're keeping it together because of chemicals that's out in the atmosphere. You ever notice when you go somewhere, all of a sudden you hear the helicopters, or you see the helicopters passing by, or some shit like that, or the helicopters. Like I was riding in a car one day, and the helicopter flew in front of my car, and they came in front of me. And I was in a car with a lady, and I never mentioned this, y'all. I kept it to myself. But me and this older lady was in a car together, a lady friend of mine, when I lived out of town. They brought a helicopter right in front of my car while I was on the highway, and they looked right at me. And the lady was scared the shit out of that lady, scared the shit out of her. And I'm gonna tell you something. That lady called her son. She called her son. And at that point, I said, I need to leave this. I need to get away from this lady, because if you feel that empowered, that in control to break spiritual law, to come up to try to antagonate me by me trying to evolve, and it ain't like I'm out here causing crime. I'm not a dope dealer. I'm not a drug dealer. I don't traffic people. I don't put people in sex rings. I don't put people spell work. I don't cast no spell. I don't do none of that shit. Them people came right in front of my car, like they were gonna blow my shit up. On my kids, I am not a liar. That woman can tell it. And I'm gonna tell you something. It's like, it seemed like to me, like ever since that moment of that shit happening, y'all, the lady just, it was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna go on their side. And she's been treating me strange ever since, and I ain't never judged her about it. I left it alone. But back to what I was saying. So by them trying to power control over you, they're using force for energies. They're using force of power. So these people could be lying, telling false narratives about a situation, what they've done. And now the truth is being revealed. And these people are looking back at what they did to you, and they know they got to make something balance out. They know that things got to balance and clear out for you, because they're being exposed even more that they come up against you. You're exposing them. That's what's bringing you balance. They're trying to project. You know how you can smell a spirit, right? That's what they're doing. They're projecting on me. Yeah, they're projecting on me. I can smell them. It smell like it smell like raw flesh. Yeah, we're gonna tell you down. He telepathically talking about, yeah, you talk too fucking much. This ain't even a half. This ain't even a half. Y'all, they back there suffering. They up 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning every night, telepathically communicating. All in my dream state. Even when I wake up, they change the conversation. They want to start singing like some slow motherfuckers. Ignorant. trying to control the narrative because they don't want to give up my property. They don't want to give up my shit. And I'm going to expose the whole ring, the sex ring, the secret occult covering. I'm going to reveal all of it. That tunnel down here in the woods back there that y'all got, that y'all put the kids doing science and shit on them. Yeah. So if these kids come up missing in this community, I know where they at. I'm gonna send the police back there. Sure is. You play with mine, you play with somebody else's kids around here in this area, come up missing while I'm here, I'm gonna direct the police where it's at. I'm not here to play. You want to control the narratives? Okay. You want to throw magic on me? Okay. All right, I'm gonna do my mission. I'm a Horus guy. That's my job. You can bring the kids up against me all you want. Because they don't know the truth, but I do. We're going to put you down. I'm not playing. Okay? Moving forward. So, by you being a spiritual worker, you're going to see, and more things are going to be revealed to a place of position that you hold value or weight to help a lot of people. And I want to mention about this underground situation. These people are not going to bear, these people are not going to bear with hell the sun. They're not. And that's what's going to bring a lot of peace upon the nation. Because people are going to go and live underneath the tunnels because they can't hold the sun. Okay, I noticed that the other day when I was out, and I keep mentioning this because I want you guys to hear this. I want you guys to listen to me when I say this. Y'all, I was about to pass out. I was weak as hell. Okay, I done walked a lot of places before in my life. A lot of places. Okay, and I never ever felt like, how would I say this? Like, I was going to pass out. Never ever felt that way. Okay, and I'm noticing like the sun was like getting even hotter. And where I was walking, it was on the side of, I ended up walking on this feeder road, but I'm actually walking in a neighborhood, okay, before I get to this feeder road. And it was maybe like a good 2-hour walk, maybe an hour and a half walk, something in that nature. And I kept feeling like I was about to pass out. And the first thing I'm saying, I don't eat meat. I need to have vitamins. I need some vitamins. I need some iron. I need this. I need that. That's the first thing that started coming to my mind. But I got to a point where I'm like, Lord, I can't make it. I'm about to pass out. I'm about to pass out. I got to stop. And I stopped right where I was standing there, where I felt that strong, like, desire to just faint out. I just stood there for a minute. I stood there, and then I walked to a lot where they were working on cars. There was a car lot where they were working on cars at, and I sat there. And it was like they were watching, following me. Like they're probably getting services, but it was like, okay, they got a woman walking up the street. Let me know if she make it there, but put a little tag up there and let her know we're watching it, we're trolling and this and that. Like they watching harvesting, but it's an organized crime. Power, mind control. So at this moment, I start to realize like they were pulling and siphoning my energy while I was walking. They had my son to call me to ask me where I was at. They saw me. They saw my face. I was on camera with my child. And I must reveal the truth. Because somebody wants to know what happened. Why did you feel that way? They were ciphering while I was walking in the heat. They were draining my energy. I never ever in my life felt like I was going to pass out before walking in the heat. And how would I say this? I don't even believe that. How would I say this? I don't even believe like it was because some people when they walk in the heat, it's like because they didn't eat. That heat don't do you like that, baby. Okay, this was somebody siphoning my energy while I was in the heat, and they had my son to call me to see where I was at, and I told my son what I was doing. And my son was, how you can look at your child, because my son's screen was black, but it's like you can sit like a child sense like the hurt from a parent, or like man, my mama really trying. That's what I felt for my child, and my child began to say, "Mama, well maybe when such and such get home, maybe we can help you." And I said, "Baby, don't worry about it." I said, "I got it. I got it. Don't you worry about it. I said, don't you get on this phone and start crying and getting emotion. I said, I want to hear that. I say, now you be strong and help your brother and this, then the third. And I say, Mama got to take care of the bills. I say, I'm going to be all right. And I say, now get off my phone. I don't want to hear that. You know, because he started to get emotional because he see the struggle. He knew like, damn, Mama look bad. Like Mama out there in the heat. Like, yeah. And I saw that in myself and I really start to get emotional within my own self. But I'm like, no, girl, you got to get up and keep going. I had to feed life into me. I wouldn't dare let my child feel that much hurt in a situation that ain't even there. That's what keep me fighting and striving, because the shit that people do that call an organized crime and turn around and see a person struggling and everybody come around and try to siphon or try to control or try to attack somebody, I'm gonna expose your whole fucking kingdom. You asked for it and I'm gonna give you what you want. That's what you get for trying to control somebody. You deserve it. You deserve it. For real, for real. Especially when your children start to get emotional and they know that their mama wasn't a bad mother. They know their mama didn't beat on them. They know their mama didn't abuse them. And then for the kids to see and to know, and then the people behind the background of the situation sit back and watching it. And then Paville, oh, well, I'm going to go throw magic. I'm going to go do spell work. I'm going to go send everybody against them. I'm going to control this situation. And knowing your life is fucked up, you being tortured by them demons. Demons beating your ass, tearing your ass up. You over there trying to be mad, trying to project. And you over there the reason why the shit is happening. But you ain't going to tell, they ain't going to tell that part. Okay, Divines? They're not going to tell that shit. What's mind power? We're going to have to get into this message. Yeah. All this shit going back. The Magician came out in reverse. It's a major backfire. It's happened to a whole lot of people. A whole bunch of community of people. Okay? For coming up against you. Sure is. They deserve it though. Because they didn't mind making sure that you were hurt. They didn't mind to make sure that these people projected and caused you conflict. They didn't mind. Okay? So now them trying to control you, you're breaking yourself free from something. Remember, parasites will control the mind. The chemicals that these people that put upon the food to poison the mental state, to get a parasite's power, for the parasites to control the vessel. And for the vessel to be controlled, you got to bring in toxic things, low vibrational foods, low vibrational energies. People around you, they project. People that's around you, you start to see them and reveal to them what they're doing. And how would I say this? Like, now that they're being exposed for everything they do, it's like they're trying to turn it around on me. But ain't shit to turn around on me. I'm a pure soul. It's stupid spell work. It's a waste of fucking energy. You're wasting your... Let me be quiet and keep focusing on my message. So the parasites control the vessel. When the parasites control the vessel of the situation, how would I say this? By them trying to control it, it leads you into a power. It leads you to control your own vessel. That means you're breaking free. You're changing your eating habits. You're changing the way that you think and the way that you see things. You're ascending to a high level of spiritual consciousness. That's what happens when you're pure, when you're a truthful person, because you don't ascend when you're dark places. That's how you know you're the chosen divine beings, because you wake up your consciousness and you align yourself. Okay, and you start to have spiritual clarity. The things that they put out, like this situation with all this UFO and spiritual shit, I had already said that was spell work. But they thought that was scaring me and putting out a delusion and all this of threats and you know, oh, we're watching you, or we're watching this, and we don't give a fuck about that. Why you think you gotta do that? Why? Cause you scared? We know. All y'all scared. You ought to be scared than this in a minute. Some of y'all about to be taken up by them aliens. Okay? People ain't gonna know what happened. Keep playing. Because they said that they were protecting me. Okay? So those that don't know what's transpired or why I'm saying what I'm saying, people know what's going on. Okay? So just in case, there is a dark wedlock or dark wizards or whatever, or dark witches come up missing, and people are like, well, they just passed that way. They transitioning. They might be transitioning, but they're gonna transition in a certain timeline or in a certain pattern or cycle that they're in. But the UFO is gonna bring a visit, a spiritual visit to them, and some of them they already have, because they're mimicking, they're playing with them. And they don't like to be mimicked or played with, because if they give a chosen one knowledge and gifts and talents to use, they're going to allow them to use that because they're purified, meaning that you don't have a reason to attack. You don't have a reason to come at somebody you're projecting, and you're using power, mind, control to control the narratives and trying to force your way into a situation or force your way to control the outcome of something when there's no relationship, there's no commitment, there's no marriage, there's no spiritual balance in the connection with somebody. That means that's a false person. You came in with a false commitment. You came in and not telling the truth for who you is. You are being held in accountable of spiritual court for that. Being a false person and verifying false witness, that all these reports and things are being pulled up by the spiritual ancestors. Not only that, but the UFOs witness everything. So now they have a vision about the UFOs. They're going to be announcing and seeing these things. They're going to even say, oh, strange activities happening in the community. They got to report that to the military. They got military equipment attacking people in the areas, okay, with military equipment. You think them UFOs about to let you have fun with that? Some of that shit about to get broke down. No signal. No awareness. They're gonna be calling. They was calling me out my house, and I said the equipment must not be working, because they calling me out my house. What they calling me out my house for? Where the fuck am I going with no money? Where the fuck am I going with no goddamn money? What you calling me out for? What you calling me out my house for? Trying to get in here to fix the equipment, the speaker. So the people in the community can be alarmed on me leaving out or coming out, so they can alarm them. Now, on the other hand, there's a speaker device on my device that they can hear me from. They tapped into my device, but it ain't for the ones around me to hear. It's for me to speak out, and what I'm saying is being recorded. That's why I don't have no, how would I say this? I don't hold back what I say. I'm going to speak the truth, because I know y'all listening, and y'all know that shit is dead ass wrong. You ain't going to just keep doing shit trying to control the narrative to make something look good on your behalf when you all the way fucked up. Give me one more card, Spirit, for mind power. Somebody that was putting out false narratives about your mind or about manipulating you, the Sun card. Okay, so this could have been something about children as well, or projecting childlike energy on you, trying to abuse a situation. This is a Sun card. Something's being revealed. This shit is being returned back to its sender. Okay, so somebody that was abusing your power, bruising their power on you, is now being projected on them. So now they're being triggered by their childhood wounds or something about their family tribe or family life that is being abused by them, and their childhood energy is prevailing. Okay, and it's not giving Empress. It's not giving Empress. It's not giving High Priestess. Who is this? This is a loved one. They're watching. We got the Lovers coming out in the upright. And it's a page 1. It's a fire sign. Okay? This is someone that was hired, or this is someone that's doing the spell work. Okay? And they're being exposed. And something about your mind being free, or your spirit is being free from these people. And how would I say this? By this energy being exposed like this, it's showing that somebody's trying to control something. Okay, with this Magician in reverse. It's being revealed. The Sun card is out. There's some type of evidence to a situation, and they're looking into this. Somebody's being watched heavily, okay, by spirits. They're being attacked by demons, spirits, whatever they try to send to you. So I just told y'all, I just smelled like a flesh, right? And that's a demon. So if they try to send a demon to you, that shit is backfiring because they're abusing the power. They're abusing the authority. Okay? Duh. Like they try to rage bait me in my own energy, trying to come after me or trying to control a narrative because I'm exposing the truth. Well, let the truth be exposed because y'all all being watched. Yeah, the Ace of Pentacles is behind some type of money. Okay? You are the blessing. That's why they're trying to control something because there's money coming to you. They know, they listen in so well, y'all. You could have, I'm going to say this. I know I'm saying I'm putting out a lawsuit. Okay? This is no other way around it. The authority's not doing nothing. I got to make things balanced for me. You ain't going to hinder me. You're not going to stop me. I'm not to be stopped. I'm not an animal. You can't control me. The Queen of Wands came out, was trying to, when I opened up the deck, she came out in reverse. There will be a lawsuit. I'm not playing. You lied on me about me being a mother. Not only that, but you have these people was verifying false witness in spiritual court. And not in spiritual court, in a courthouse. Y'all, and let's have a story time right quick. When I went to court or any case about my children, they kept giving these people chances after chances to come up in the drug, to take these drug tests. Now, if that was me on the other hand, and I came in there and I said, oh, I don't have any nails, I can't give you a nail follicle. Oh, I got a haircut today, I can't give you a hair follicle. Oh, I have to be to work today and I can't give you a drug test or urine. You know what I'm saying? So they gave these people excuses after excuses to keep coming up against me or to control the situation. They had law officials, people in the high positions playing in the system, playing in the CPS program systems to try to control the narrative, doing spell work on a court case in the judge's face. It was pointed out. I saw it. I didn't even want to get up and go in front of them. They're all doing spell work. Immediately. Tuned in just like that. I was so in tuned in, I started putting oil on me right in the front of them. I started anointing myself. I woke my conscious state up of what was transpiring. And the woman, she watched me. They watched. Not only that, but everything that these people doing, trying to control and they're using biopower control, they're being exposed. They're being exposed. This is all over some Ace of Pentacles. Big bag, big money. On top of that, you speaking things into existence. And while you ascending and you're changing, these people want to pull the negative out. They want to prevail what they want you to prevail out, which is them. They want you to pay attention to the people in positions that they telling what they want to do or what they telling what the next plan is. They want to expose the people that's telling them that okay, well, what you want to do next? How you want to attack this person now? They're preventing it because someone's saying, I don't want to look like the bad person. I don't want to look like this. And it's like, no, you don't have a choice. You're in a contract, this, that, and third. So someone's projected all of this on them, but it's like a person trying to play both sides. And it's your family members. People were hired. Okay, that's why the UFOs are here, y'all. The people was hired to attack you, to harm you. And I'm going to tell you why that these people, how would I say this, how would I say this? So let me back up. Let me give you story time while I'm telling this message. In a situation that has been exposed, I had a dream. I was like maybe 8, 9 years old. And in this dream, I met a UFO, alien. Okay? And it felt like it was real. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I felt like it was real. Every time I get these type of messages and it's like intense energy because they're projecting. They're projecting. You can see my eyes. They're projecting. So, in the middle of the situation, y'all, I had a dream. And I'm outside at the stairs with the UFO. And I with the alien, and he grabbed my hand. And when he grabbed my hand, he walked me down the porch. And I said, where are we going? He said, I'm going to protect you from your family. And I said, where are we going? And he said, come. He said, come. I walked with him up the it's a ramp. I never in my life seen a UFO, but only in that dream. I could tell you everything that was in that UFO. I walked up a ramp into that UFO. I turned to the left side of me, and there was a seat there, and he walked me to it. I said, what are you doing? I'm telepathically talking, my mouth not moving, nothing's not moving but my legs, and by me walking to this seat. He said, we got to strap you down because we're going to take off really fast. And I woke up out my sleep. But while I'm on this subject and I'm talking about it, everything in there was like buttons and screens all the way around, except for where I was at. It was a seat there. It was a corner, like sitting there, like I was sitting there in that seat, and you could see the cameras. You can see the cameras. You can see the buttons. Okay, and it was excuse me, I don't know if it was somebody else there. Okay, but he said we gonna take off fast. Every time I talk about it, it's triggering. And every time I say something about it, it reminds me of something that I'm not catching. Because he said, we gonna take off fast, so it was just me and him. It was just me and that man, the alien. And the next day, I was outside. And it had to be a weekend because I didn't go to school. And I was outside, and I could see my auntie looking out the window at me on the periphery of my eye. I side-eyed her to see if she was staring. I could feel her. She was praying on me. And I can see all the dragonflies flying in the yard. They were flying in a circle right where the UFOs was at. They were talking to me. And she was blocking it. She was fucking blocking it. And she had burnt herself as a child, but she was trying to kill me. She was trying to kill me. Her kids were trying to kill me too. My own cousins, my own family members, and my grandfather didn't want them people around me. And she burnt herself as a kid. I'm gonna tell you something. I was a child and she was trying to take me out. And I was innocent. I didn't even know what was going on. I didn't know what was happening. Do you fucking understand what I'm saying? And cancer came back to her. Cancer came to her. They had to cut that breast off. She had cancer all through her body. All because I was being protected. And they knew, her kids knew what was going to go on. They knew. They knew what was happening, why their mama was passing. They knew, but I didn't. I was living life, taking care of my children. But that was their secret. That was their dark secret. See, when you try to sacrifice somebody or take somebody out, and they're trying to intervene and trying to talk to you, they're gonna make sure that they get your attention. They're gonna make sure they move you out the way. And they did that. They moved her out my way. I'm warning you. I don't give a fuck what nobody say at this point. This is a fucking universal warning. Don't play with me. Back the fuck up off of me. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm not fucking with y'all. Y'all fucking with me. And if you don't, you can get cleaned up. You can get cleaned the fuck up. I'm tired of bullying. I'm tired of it. Tired of y'all coming in my home taking shit. I can't even have a pair of drawers. A fucking clean bra to put on my ass. Y'all done took half of my socks at that too. Doing spell work. Y'all some fucked up individuals. You need some mental help. Because if not, these people to take y'all out. I'm going to tell you that right now. They're going to take y'all out. Y'all doing too much. And I'm praying on top of that. And you don't know the language I'm speaking, so you damn sure can't pray against it. You can't. So, during that situation, y'all, that I had that experience with these UFOs, and that situation happened to my aunt, ever since then, it was like, my auntie did say, she told me, she had to confess before she passed away. I remember being outside and we were all, the grandchildren and everybody kind of hobble up around, come to the house, hang out and drink and, play the music or whatever. And that was one of them days, and I'll end up being there. And I'm like, well, shit, I'm about to go get some drinks. You know what I'm saying? It's hot as hell out here. I'm just going to get us some drinks or whatever. So my aunt was like, Erica, bring me a drink. So I was like, okay. I was like, what you want? She was like, it don't even matter. So I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. So I go get her a drink, and my auntie said something. And I asked my cousin, I said, what'd she say? She said, we just need to all get along. And I said, what she say that for? She said, girl, Aunt Lisa. Like, she was just, but she had to tell me that her kids was gonna come for me after she passed because of what she did to me. And I didn't dwell on it. I didn't think about it. It didn't bother me or nothing until, I went through some type of awakening ascension, and I awakened my spiritual consciousness, and it's being exposed. But the whole family was a part of it to help them be balanced, to get balanced financially. And they stole from me. They stole. At least they tried to. But my grandfather was smart. He went to a man that was a golfer. This man was a fortune. This man held power in a high position. This man would live behind a golf court. My grandfather played golf all the time. And he was letting me know. Now that I'm awakened to what's transpired, he was letting me know, like, hey, look, whatever I left to you is coming. It's coming back. You're gonna get this. They're not taking this. And we're gonna make sure. That was a man of a higher position. And when I walked in my kitchen, I felt like a giant. I had went and fixed me some coffee. I felt like a giant. I felt real tall. And this man, he was real tall. He was real fucking tall. Okay? So a lot of things is being revealed to you to allow you to see what's transpiring and what's just to happen for you. And people want to come up in the energy and try to redirect to project their nastiness on you, but they all being held accountable for what they're projecting out. It's already a spiritual backfire. So if these people up at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning doing spell work on you because they're being tortured, that soul is being, that their souls are changing over. Okay? They can't sleep. Okay? A lot of things is being revealed. Yeah, the 8 of Swords. Okay? Whatever this is, you're freeing yourself. Okay? Your inner child is healed. And whatever this is that they try to bruise a power of authority over, it's not even working for them. It's working for you. So whatever they projecting out a false narrative to bring up a conflict or confusion into a situation, they're being exposed. Okay? Yeah, they're heartbroken. You heal. Someone could be saying, oh, she's hurt by her children. She's not a good mother. Look, shut up. We don't give a fuck about all that gossiping. We don't care about that shit. Because right now, we're seeing that you're a problem. We're seeing that you're trying to hold somebody's property. Because the first thing I said was, where's those papers at? Where's them fucking documents at? Where them documents? We don't want to hear that extra bullshit. All of this false narrative, all of this, she's saying this and this, readings. Why are you watching if you're so confused and bothered? Stop watching. Stop hunting for something. Stop hunting. Because you hunting and you getting hunted down. And you're not going to prevail that, but your actions showing that you are being hunted. That's the truth being prevailed. You're trying to use my power of control, trying to project in us all you feel like you're good at. That you're making a room, but the truth is being exposed. Why are you projecting? Thank you for the projecting. Because the truth is being pushed. It's saying, hey, I got more confirmation. Wait. Let me put my paperwork in the fax machine. Wait. Print it out. Go and issue out that warrant. Hey, wait. We got evidence. Look. They control the narrative. They triggering the person. They're attacking her while she was sleeping. Hey, wait, look. Mm-hmm. That's all they doing. But see, they think this is people. That's the UFOs. That's the aliens. Okay? High dimensional beings. Because it came for kids. See, everything that people been getting away with, you know, having kids in marriages and, you know, having children and having the children and sacrificing the kids, meaning killing the kids. Having it just to kill them where they can live longer. Because they don't sacrifice themselves to demons. To take other people's gifts and talents. Oh, I want what they got. Oh, they got a blessing coming. Oh, they got money coming. Yeah, they want that. So they'll sacrifice their kids to steal from you. And had a kid that could try to come attack you to put out a false narrative and then blame everything on that child to sacrifice the child, but the child was already born as a sacrifice. We got the King of Pentacles. We got the Ace of Wands in the upright. There's a new beginning coming. Okay? A fresh new beginning. I kept saying, he tapping in my energy. He said, oh, tell him how I try to make you count. So, yeah, I'm not doing that, baby. Move on. Baby, bye. So there's a King of Pentacles and an Ace of Wands. So there is some type of financial balance coming in. That's a King of Pentacles. Probably could be looking for a new beginning with you because someone know that could have been trying to hold on to information about you. What's this? Because there's somebody that really care about you and they know what's going on. They know somebody, they know that the money or something's coming to you. And this person could be a part of this organized crime or seeing that somebody's involving this person for a new beginning with you. But why? Yeah, the Five of Wands in the upright with justice in the upright. So yeah, they're making sure you get justice. This Page of Wands. This Page of Wands can be a King of Pentacles. But they could be trying to block, this person could be trying to block justice as well with the Five of Swords being here. I thought that was a Five of Wands. But this is the Page of Wands. So someone's holding on and seeing that there's justice being played out. Tell me more about this message with this King of Wands and Ace of Wands. We got the Seven of Cups coming out in the upright. Yeah. So all this is spell work, baby. I knew it. I had already said that. Somebody is doing mind power control, abusing the power of authority, trying to force their way into a situation to block an Ace of Wands, but it's not happening. There's justice being played out. Someone going down for some type of organized crime. I heard RICO crimes. We got the Magician here with the Seven of Cups. That's spell work. And that should be returned back to the sender. And the Seven of Cups was in the reverse. Okay, and I put it in the upright, so I'm going to put it back how I had it. Yeah, it's going back to this person. So somebody put out a false narrative to you, telling people that you have a mental problem, you slow, you know, you can't read, you can't write, you can't do this, you can't do that. And everything that you have done on your own is people are literally behind the scenes saying, hey, look, I didn't help her do that. She did that by herself. She might have asked me a question too. Somebody is really out there speaking on your behalf of who you are and what you're doing for yourself, and somebody putting out a false narrative. Okay? And I'm going to tell you this. I heard somebody say, you know, you need to stop that. That's not right. You need to stop that. Okay? Somebody going to take somebody down. We got the Emperor coming out, the Empress coming out in the reverse. Will try to at least, she prevented herself. So something is being returned to this person. So that could have been some emperor, mother figure or something, okay, that's being prevailed in the situation that did something towards you, doing some type of spell work. That shit going back to this person. You're going to find out somebody in your family is losing their mind or going to lose themselves or passing over. Somebody's transitioning. Let the truth be told. Enough is enough. We tired of playing with y'all. Y'all too fucking grown playing. We tired of the spell work. We tired of attacks. We tired of this shit. Y'all need to get a fucking life. You don't have no money, go get a fucking job. Y'all say that this person can't rewrite a spell or whatever. Y'all need to get your ass up because y'all can rewrite a spell. Go get your ass a goddamn job. Go get a fucking job. Yeah, can't make this shit up. The Emperor in the reverse and the Seven of Cups clarified with the spiritual worker. All it go into the spiritual meditation. Okay, meditate. Something's about to be revealed to you about this Emperor. You could be in the Emperor energy, okay, being very protective of yourself, standing and speaking in power, okay, setting boundaries, spiritual boundaries with someone. Yeah, the Ace of Pentacles was trying to come out in reverse. I put it back in the deck. Yeah, judgment. You about to see somebody be under judgment. The divine gonna give you some great, how would I say this? The divine is gonna give you some great vision. Okay, you're gonna see something, something's gonna be revealed to you in plain sight. You're gonna see somebody in spiritual courts. Okay, you're gonna be a witness to something spiritually wise. Okay, you're gonna be given another spiritual gift. It's when I got this judgment, it was like I was sitting there, like in a spiritual place, like I just had a clear vision. I ain't even gonna lie, a clear vision of judgment being called, and people are standing in front of the courts or the judge, or in front of a spiritual judge or a spiritual leader, and they were all being judged. They're all being judged. That was a spiritual clarity, and I'm looking at that water. Okay, because you're pure innocence. Somebody doing something, they know what they're doing. Get a good job. Page of Wands in the upright. Trying to feed and grieve off of somebody else, and they ain't got nothing. They struggling. Like, make something make sense. Something ain't, like, what? That's sad. That's disgusting to me. To know that somebody don't have something, like, ugh. Somebody is disgusted. For real. You need to go get an exorcism. Tell me about this Emperor in reverse with the Seven of Cups in reverse. That's too many cards, but I saw the Tower, Eight of Wands, the Ace of Cups, the Three of Cups in reverse. Like, somebody's ridiculous. It's like, soon as you go in, like, somebody could be actually meditating and seeing something take place, that this spell work is being returned back to this person. Yeah, the Star card is in reverse. I heard Easter Mason star. Excuse me. Now, you can't tell me I wasn't under spiritual attack just now. Why the fuck am I burping? Coffee don't make you burp, baby. We got the Seven of Cups in reverse. All this shit is going back to somebody. The Seven of Cups is here twice in reverse. So when you meditate, it says open your heart to receive the spiritual gifts or something like that. And it says you're a spiritual light worker. So someone is trying to block your heart place when you already divine loved. This is sad. Somebody about to, ooh, Lord. If they doing heart attack spells, somebody gonna pass away over a heart attack. If they doing death spells, they're gonna pass away. Enough is enough. It's time for actions. These people done too much. They need, because people don't want to do right. People just are doing shit, and it's getting out of hand. It really is, because it's no way in hell and that you going out and all these people coming after you in the public. That's crazy. What are these people telling these fucking people? What the fuck are you telling these people when these people going out? That's ridiculous for all these Hispanics. None but fucking Hispanics are Iranian people. They looking at me. That man was making sure I saw him. Yeah, he was all in my face. I turned my face. I turned my head. I ain't got time for that. Move around. Leave me alone. The Ace of Swords in reverse. There's a lot that was being told on you. Somebody could have said that you was the one doing the spell work on them. Yeah, the Ace of Cups in reverse. I told you they were trying to block your heart place, your emotional flow. Yep, and they're under harsh judgment for this. So everything that somebody was hired to do, they did it. And it's being revealed. And it's being returned, mind, power, control. The Magician is here with the spiritual worker. You're a spiritual light worker. You're stepping into your light mind, your light body. And this person is in the spiritual realm doing spell work and is being exposed in the ethers. They try to block out your Ace of Cups. They try to block out the truth with the Seven of Cups. Ace of Swords in reverse with the Seven of Cups. They did this spell work. This is magic. This is trickster spirits. Okay, and it's being exposed. So judgment is here. Someone have made a final call, a final decision about this person. Tell me more. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Show me the cards I need to see for judgment. Somebody's setting themselves up. They really are. They're setting themselves up. Yeah. The Ace of Swords in the reverse again. Well, when it was like this in the deck, okay? And it was like sideways, but to me, that's in reverse. Because the Ace of Swords is facing me. Okay? But when I pull it out, it's like, yeah, this is how it is. Okay? Somebody want to confuse the narratives. They want to turn something around on you. But it stops with you. So if it stopped with you, it's returning back to its sender, to its rightful fucking owner. You fucking ass. Yeah, the death card. Ace of Swords and death. So someone could have lied and said, you did death spells on them? That shit coming back. Death is just to hunt their ass. I told you, Grand Reaper. Grand Reaper's on the fucking way. And I kept seeing a horse. I was talking about Horus earlier today in my messages. And something about beating a dead horse. Here you go. The white horse. There you go. You need to find that. You need to stop playing with people. You need to leave people the fuck alone. We got the Two of Pentacles in the upright with the Strength card in the upright. So, yeah, the divine is about to balance something out. And you're being balanced, too, spiritually with the Strength card. Excuse me. Tell me more here with this message. These people being exposed. And they really scared because people are coming after them. People coming after these people. Okay? We got the Page of Cups in the upright. Okay? They're coming after these people. They're allowing them to set themselves up. And they gaining more people. It's like as to say, you know, let me gain more people involved in this where I won't look bad or where I won't look like the person that's doing the work. Okay? But they're organizing the work. They're being placed in position. It's like a job. It's like, okay, hey, let me see. We couldn't get her. So now you're going to have to sacrifice somebody in your family because this person's innocent and you knew it and you did this anyway. Because you put yourself in a contract not knowing. So somebody like, damn, I done fucked up my whole fucking life fucking with this person and attacking this person. I'm getting my ass beat in spirit for fucking with this person, but I need the money. So I'm going to do it anyway. So it's like, okay, now we're calling judgment. And now who advised you to do this? They're like, oh, so I'm going to say Shay Shay called me. I'm just making up a name. I don't know Shay Shay. Shay Shay called me. Shay Shay say she want me to you know, attack this person. And they're like, well, who's the person? It's the same person. They're like, well, do they know them? They're like, no, but they didn't heard what's going on with this person. That they want to put what's going on, and they know I work with their family. So they want to get at him. This person don't know this person. And he's like, oh, you want to do it? He's like, yeah. So it's like, okay, you can't touch that person. And they're like, okay, but I took the money. I gotta do the job. They're like, okay, do it. Go ahead. Now we come for her. We're gonna sacrifice somebody in her family. It's like everybody is getting hit. People are passing away in people's families. Murders and people shooting and killing people. Like, and you wondering why shit is keep happening in the community because your family is keep sending people to fuck with you in a community that ain't got hit yet because you're in it. You're protecting the community and the children in the area where you at, and people ain't even looking at that like that. People are looking at a situation where, oh, well, this is the chosen one, but you know, we're in control of this situation, but it's like hell breaking loose for where you was just at because they still doing the same shit. It's like cursing a community, putting a community under a curse. Your ancestors are traveling down the cities. I mean, I can't say the cities, traveling down a community, tearing shit up for you, trying to let them see something, and they not. I'm gonna tell you what they're doing. They call this putting the community on the map. Let the truth be told. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. These people got bad luck and karma. And now people in the communities are wondering what really actually happened. Somebody gonna find your page. Somebody gonna find your information, and they know what happened with this family. And people gonna come out and say, hold on, this is why the fuck we getting hit. That girl told the truth. That girl is not lying. And these people still doing shit. So now people that was working with your family to come up against you, I'm like, we don't want to work with them. You hired a couple to go against that girl, or you trying to find somebody else? Or y'all, nah, we ain't doing that. Shit, what happened to the people that was working for her? What happened to the people that was after her, attacking her? We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Shit, we're not about to be exposed. Nah, hell nah. Okay? Yeah, the chariot and the high priestess. Yeah. You got action. You got forward movement. You in the clear. These people fucked up. All this shit is going back to these people. And you could possibly have a child on the way. Okay? Lord, I hope. I hope not. Oh, God. Oh, have mercy, Jesus. I want to go into shouting. Hallelujah. Let me stop. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Okay, like this is a spiritual human reaction. Okay? It's like my little soul is up in there saying, oh, no. Oh, my God. Yeah, that's how I'm feeling in the inside. Just had to stress that. Okay, but you're in forward movement. Okay? And this is because of what they did to you is going back to his sender. So it could be if this musician was hired to do this shit to you, to work up against you in the community or with a family member in the community, you're being placed in the clear and something financial balance is coming in, and the high priest and the chariot is you moving forward. Okay? The universe stepped in. Yeah, the Ace of Wands is in reverse. Someone came for it. Someone came for this Ace of Wands, this new beginning. Ace of Wands here twice. Whew. These people are done. They're done. Yeah, she wanted to say they cooked. Okay? She wanted to project information to me about these people. Yeah. Yeah, she's saying you're a stupid bitch because I let it be known it was her, not me. Yeah. Yeah, she called me another one. It's fine. I'll be that. Make sure you tap in on this reading when you get it, though. That's what you do. Pay attention to the reading. Because a lot of people going to hear that. Okay, we got the 7 of Cups in the upright. I'm telling